Welcome to the Motown India show. My name is P Tharyan. We have come to humid Mumbai all the way from Delhi thanks to the invitation of Skoda Auto India. In fact, they have paid for our air tickets. We are grateful for that. So this is going to be a quick walk around of this new Skoda Slavia. And this is a mid-sized sedan, and doesn't it look gorgeous? We have been given just around 30-40 minutes to explain how it looks from outside and inside. So let's come to the front. In front, you get to see a very stretched out, beautifully designed full LED headlamps, and these are bi-module. And down here, you get to see the very conventional fog lamps. Look at the chrome. There is quite a lot of chrome around, and the very exciting part about this car is, of course, the grille, and that is got a chrome frame with vertical slats. It looks gorgeous. Look at the lines. Each one of these lines represents a design language of sorts. Very well designed, very aerodynamic in its shape. As we move to the side, you cannot miss this lovely Skoda badge. It's again got chrome around it, and these are 16 dual tone alloy wheels. As we move along, we get to see it's very well designed. It's got a little curve, very sedan, very mid-size, very premium to look at and to feel. Chrome here on the belt line, chrome on the handles here, and take a closer look at the handle. You realize it's KES, which incidentally means it's keyless entry. And this is the button. It's kind of a sensor here. You have a sunroof, a shark fin antenna, then at the rear, again a very gorgeous rear, and you get to see the split LED tail lamps. And not to miss, at the bottom is an chrome line running all across horizontally. These Skoda badge, the Slavia badge, everything in chrome. Gorgeous. That's how I would describe the exterior of this beautiful Slavia. Let me just tell you all that the Skoda Slavia comes in two major variants. One, it has a 1 litre TSI petrol engine. It also has an option of a 1.5 litre TSI engine. TSI incidentally stands for turbocharged stratified injection. So we all know how good this engine is because it runs across the entire Volkswagen group. Now coming back to these two variants, again there is an option for a 6-speed manual transmission and a 6-speed automatic transmission for the 1 litre TSI engine. There is an option of a DSG transmission for the 1.5 and a 6-speed manual transmission. So there would be several permutations and combinations. But now let's get back to the cabin, and we realize the cabin is very chic. The dashboard area is made of good plastic. There is a lot of piano black finish here, and it's got a different mix of color here, so it's quite vibrant. And the interesting part is for the driver, he and the co-passenger here get ventilated seats, and that makes a lot of sense in a place like Mumbai. Right now it's very humid and hot, and the moment I got in, I switched on the air conditioner. Very effective. So let me talk about the steering wheel. The steering wheel can be adjusted for tilt, and it can also be adjusted for reach. So it's telescopic in nature as well as tilt adjustable. So that's good. You can do it according to your height, your weight, and your reach, the length of your arms. And what else does the driver get? He gets a very smart steering wheel. It's 2-spoke, very sporty looking, and of course you have the Skoda badge here, and on either side you have steering mounted controls, and you have scroll buttons here, which is very exciting and very convenient because you can operate it with your thumb while driving. It's very convenient. The steering wheel also has, since this is an automatic, also has paddle shifts. Here on the dash you get a 10-inch touchscreen, and this touchscreen infotainment system comes with Skoda's own apps. And of course here on the instrument cluster, which is of course known as the cockpit, this is 8 inches with its varied functions which can be controlled from the steering mounted controls. And as we can see, this is an automatic, and the gear lever looks very smart. Lots of chrome surrounds around it. It's got a good feel, and very easy to operate. And it's got a mechanical handbrake lever. You have a 12-volt power socket here, a little bit of space. This is anti-slip area you can make out from the material used here. So very good wireless charging in front. And here you have very well designed AC vents. Here at the bottom you have controls for your air conditioner, the flow, and these are all touch operated. So you can decrease the temperature or increase the temperature just by simply touching it. You can decrease the fan speed or increase the fan speed. All this is touch, which is again very convenient and very modern. Touch areas for the defoggers, and of course to switch on the AC, switch off the AC and increase, or you can put it on auto depending. So that is very good. And let's see what else. There is a neat glove box here. This is the cool glove box, and this rotary knob, when you move it, you can feel the air rushing out, the cool air rushing out. You can switch it off if you don't need it, or you switch it on and ensure that the glove box remains very cool. Talking about the sun visors, well, the driver doesn't get his vanity mirror. He gets an area for putting in some papers here or some tickets here. And not to miss this corner, you have a ticket holder. This is an ideal place to keep your tickets, especially your parking tickets, etc. Right at this bottom here, you get to see two Type C slots. So today it's a Type C world, so this makes a lot of sense. And now this area has its own utility. Talking about these seats, I mentioned they are ventilated, they are comfortable, a lot of under thigh support. They also have side bolsters. You've got side bolsters here, so you're well ensconced in the seat. And not to miss, of course, you have a very broad and comfortable headrest. Okay, so let me talk of some of the buttons here. This is to lock and unlock. And this is for switching off the idle start-stop function. These are to ensure the seats are ventilated on either side, the one for the left and one for the right. So there are two levels, if you notice, two lights here. I can put it on one level. Now switch it off. And there's small teeny weeny armrest, which is very convenient because usually nobody requires a long armrest here. It's usually short, crisp and smart. This one is typically that. The moment you open it, there's a bit of storage space inside. This is the sunroof, ideal for when the weather is good. You can open it, but I'm not daring to open it now. And there is a shade too, which you need to manually pull and close. This is the best position in this hot, humid weather. And let's see how safe it is. So it bounced back, so your hand or your head is not guillotine. A wonderful safety feature here for the sunroof. Now that I'm conveniently planted myself in the front seat, I'm not going to move this front seat. This is my driving position. I'm going to go at the back and see how the rear seats are and how comfortable they are. Now let's see how comfortable the rear seat is. Amazingly comfortable, and it's got these adjustable headrests here, which makes a lot of sense in a premium sedan. You are comfortably placed, your seat is perfect, your headrest is perfect, and all you need to wear is a seat belt and tell your driver, "Chalo, ghumne chalte hain." Third person sitting in the middle also gets an adjustable headrest, which is very thoughtful on the part of Skoda. So what else does the rear occupants get? Well, they get a pocket here at the back of the front seats where he can store a few things. Then, of course, interestingly, there is a space for a mobile. Well, that's very important. It doesn't slip down, so it's perfect. So very thoughtful on the part of Skoda. We have rear AC vents. Now these are individual ones. I can point it towards me, and the person sitting next to me can point it towards himself or herself. And just below that you have Type C slots. There are two of them. We also get an armrest here with two cup holders, which is found in most of the sedans today, which makes again a lot of good sense. There are two lights here. The grab handles at the rear too are very unique. It's got a hook for a coat hanger. While the two occupants on either side gets a 3-point seat belt, the fellow in the middle too gets a 3-point seat belt. Now let's just open up the boot to find out how big it is. It is big, and there are 3 suitcases. This incidentally is around 521 liters of space. Look at the length and breadth of it. It's amazing.